Welcome back, guys. I've been a little under the weather lately, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to do any, ultra produced videos or anything like that, but I wanted to show you a couple things. The first one here is this interesting thing that I use to actually record the Batrider footage, and I'll be using it to do more arcade reviews. And what this thing does is, you can see here where it says to JAMMA PCB, and you can actually plug this into your PCB, plug this into your arcade cabinet, and when you're playing the game, everything looks the same as it normally does. But then it also has S-video and composite output here for the video, and then it has your left and right audio right here. So you can actually send your JAMMA signal out to a DVD recorder or anything of that nature, capture card, whatever kind of equipment you normally use to capture game footage. So this can be really useful for capturing actual PCB footage, and there's also an adjustment here for your red, green, and your blue. I found that honestly just leaving them alone was just fine. The colors came out fine. So this is a pretty cool little thing to have, especially for someone like me who wants to do some more arcade footage. The other thing I picked up recently was this guy here. Now, I had two PS2s already, and I was going to import mod one of them, and it was just really turning into kind of a dog of a project. And I'll probably revisit it at some point, but I think the problem was the last release of the PS2, the slim model. A lot of the chips on there, just the points you have to solder are so small. So I might try to do that again, but for right now I just went ahead and I bought a Japanese PS2. I got a really good deal on it, and that's a good thing because I'm a little PO'd. I don't know if you can see around the outside, like just how dusty this is, if that'll focus. And if you look on the inside here, you can see this thing is just full of dust. And so I put a Japanese PS2 game in it, and it seemed to run fine. PS1 games don't seem to run very well on this at all. Some of the discs it doesn't recognize at all. Some of them it recognizes as PS1 games, but it still won't run them. So I figure, I could send this back, but honestly, I bought it internationally, so by the time I paid for the return shipping, got my money back and everything, it wouldn't really be worth it. So I'm just going to keep it, try to clean it up. Honestly, once I clean it up, it'll probably work fine. So there's that, and let's see. I'm going to go handheld here. So get ready for some great camera work. Get this guy out of the way. So, you guys probably noticed in my last video, I think it was, I finally got the furniture in, which is awesome. We've been living without a couch for, I think, about 6 weeks now. So, and we got a chair with it, and this is actually a glider, which is like a fancy recliner thing. So we got a good deal on both of those. Very happy with that. Also, did a little more work on both arcade machines. The main work on the Astro City was the monitor still wasn't completely adjusted correctly. I think it's kind of a beast to adjust because I actually have to take the whole, the bezel and everything off of it to adjust that monitor to get to the controls. Kind of a pain, but I finally got it adjusted. I think this monitor I don't think will ever look as good as this one. But the Aero City monitor, for some reason, just was amazing when I got it. So, but anyway, got both of those adjusted out, and they're looking good. Still haven't done anything about the control panel. I actually contacted someone about printing a new sticker for this, and then I was just going to paint the bottom part white. But the quote they gave me was, I'm trying to remember how much it was. It was like a couple $100 just to print one, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll wait a little while on that and see if I can come up with something else. Also, we've had these stools here for a while that we use for the Astro City. Obviously, we don't sit on them in this direction. It's just easier to store them that way, and I'm actually going to clear some space in this closet so I can store them in there. But they don't really work for the Aero City. I don't know if I'll kind of come down to the level here. You can see they're actually a little too tall for the Astro City, but they're way too tall for the Aero City, so you can't really use them. We're just using this crappy office chair for right now. I've ordered 2 chairs, and I'll show you guys those when they come in. So it should be nice. Also moved the subwoofer over to the left. So I got this guy, and excuse me. This guy actually has a lot of my extra PCBs in there. We got Gunbird and Gaopolis and Shinryu. Got my STV board there, and then also just got some, some artwork and that sort of thing, some extras. And the bottom 3 are empty, but the reason I got this is, I ended up, big surprise, with more boards than really would fit in the machine all that well. And my 6 switcher, or 6 slot switcher, the first slot still doesn't work. The sound is not coming through, and I've worked on it. Can't really seem to pinpoint what the problem is. So I'm kind of giving up on that at the moment, just going with 5 slots. And so I've got, let's see, I've got the 60-in-1, and then I've got Dodonpachi, Bat Rider, and Espgaluda 2 hooked up inside the machine. And then if you come over here, kind of behind here, and this actually is on rollers. I'll just try to destroy everything while I roll this with one hand. Back here we have Aerofighters, and you can see there's actually plenty of extra wiring there. And so the idea, if I can get this back without tearing everything up. Okay, the idea is that, say I wanted to play Gunbird, all I have to do is just set my board up here, and there's plenty of extra wiring. I just pull that one off, plug it in here, and have a go at Gunbird. And that also makes it really easy if I'm doing any recording of these extra boards here, which I'll be doing soon. I can just put the extra bit there and not have to get into the machine at all. So, and I originally was thinking to put some of those things like on, library catalogs, if any of you guys are old enough to remember library catalogs. The little pulls, and then you can put a little card down in it saying what it is. I thought about doing that, but I kind of just like the sort of simple look of just the white. So I think I'm going to leave that for right now. So anyway, I think that's about all I've got going on right now. I guess the only other thing is over here we've got the 32X collection is almost complete, although the closer I get to completion here, the dumber I feel about the whole project. Honestly, it's been kind of interesting. There are a few of the mid-range games price-wise, like Blackthorn and Calibri, that I probably wouldn't have experienced otherwise, and I actually really like those games, so it was kind of cool. But some of the other ones, honestly, even like Spider-Man, I got a really good price on that, but still, it certainly was not worth it. And one of the last games that I have to pick up for that, that collection is Night Trap. And for some reason, you know, I don't have a copy of Night Trap, and I guess, you know, since it's become so notorious, the prices have really gone up on it, and I just, you know, I can't really, I don't know, it's hard to justify spending more than $5 on a game that you know is terrible and you're probably going to play once just, you know, just to see, you know, what kind of horrors await you. So anyway, yeah, I think it's been kind of an interesting journey, changed my feelings a little bit about collecting and what exactly to have. I've actually been thinking along the lines of kind of slimming things down just to have, you know, just the PCBs, and you know, I'm not gonna like get rid of everything, but maybe slim down so that I have just my favorite games left over. But anyway, we'll see how all that turns out. So just wanted to kind of update you guys, show you guys some things that I picked up, and ramble a bit. So I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.